Now in Johannesburg, that's where my colleague Mbalenhle Mthethwa is at, where tributes continue to pour in for the late Johannesburg Mayor Jolidee Matongo. Jolidee, who served in the position for just over a month, died in a car accident shortly after the ANC's election campaign in Soweto yesterday. Mbali, thank you so much for your time again. I understand that you have the Ekurhuleni executive mayor who also would like to pay his tribute to the late Johannesburg Mayor.
Yes, indeed, Unati. I am joined by Ekurhuleni Executive Mayor Mzwandile Masina. As we know, people have been coming in to pay, to pass their condolences to the family of the mayor, the Johannesburg Executive Mayor, who passed away yesterday in a car accident. We heard earlier one of his colleagues and friends and comrades who's known him for a very long time saying that he was grateful for the opportunity to say goodbye to him when he went to the scene of the accident yesterday. Just a little bit earlier today, the family went to see him at the funeral home, and obviously this is also to say they lost goodbyes and just to be able to see him. But I'm not going to waste any more time, but I'm just going to ask you, as a colleague and as a friend of the executive mayor, you know, what are your fondest memories of him, and how are you going to remember him?
Well, firstly, I must pass our condolences to the family, Matongo family, the African National Congress, and the entire community of Soweto that raised Comrade Jolidee. It's a sad moment. No one would have predicted that at this hour, at this moment, we could be saying farewell to one of our own. I met him almost 25 years ago in the student movement in COSAS, and we later reconnected in the African National Congress Youth League, where we spent greater part of our lives, in Johannesburg, and I was in Ekurhuleni. We worked together, including when I was in the PEC of the ANC Youth League. It's a sad day today. I have no words to describe because it is untimely. I think that we really have to reflect very deeply as members of the African National Congress what is happening to us, because not so long ago we lost one of our own, Comrade Jeff Makubu, due to COVID complications. Now this accident, I think this is causing so much destabilization to us as a membership of the African National Congress, but also as members of society, because we really were looking forward to the kind of work that he was beginning to do to shape and strengthen governance here in the city of Johannesburg. We have lost a great leader indeed.
Now, you say you've known him for 25 years. Talk to us about the kind of relationship that you had with him.
Well, we've always had friendship relationship. But what was more stronger was comradeship, because we spent a lot of time talking about politics, about where we want to take the country. He was a very smart politician. Was committed to the ideals of the National Democratic Society that the ANC seeks to build. That's why I'm saying that, it's one of those untimely losses that we would not have expected at this hour.
And you said that the loss could potentially bring could destabilize the ANC at this time. I don't know if I heard you correctly. Please elaborate on that. Well,
as you know, that we're busy with the elections. The last thing that we would have wanting to occupy our minds is the election of the mayor of Johannesburg, because we've just done it almost a month and 7 days ago. So it's not something that we wanted to go back to. But there are legislation in this country that there can never be vacuum in government, because the demise of Comrade Jolie means that there is now no mayoral committee that must bring items to council, so and the focus now was more ramping, as you have seen. In his last hour, he was with the president of the country and the premier and other colleagues, focusing on door-to-door, which is what we must do towards a decisive victory on the 1st of November. This, in my view, will destabilize us, because now we must begin to think, what does the law say? Can we put another mayor? Will it help us to unite as the ANC? All those things are beginning to be issues that will preoccupy us. But for now, one can only, call for calm amongst the comrade. And this is a storm. I think it will pass, but it's very sad indeed.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it, Ekurhuleni Executive Mayor calling for unity and calling for calm during this period, talking about the fact that they are going to have to elect another mayor just a month and 7 days after electing the current mayor who met his untimely death yesterday in a car accident. It's back to you in studio.
Thank you so much for that update and for your time this afternoon. That's where we have to leave it as we wrap the show this afternoon.